What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Stanswitch and welcome to episode 10, the final episode of my Food Empire playthrough. Last episode, which was a few days ago, I posted that on the 1st of August, so yeah, quite a few days ago, I guess. We got the potato bread machine started, we got the final tier unlocked, which is potato bread, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We got a bunch of new stuff, which is always nice, and we're making more money. I might kind of streamline this as well to make it more, so it doesn't go literally all the way around, which I probably do like right now, honestly, because thinking about doing that. It's not like a necessity, but I don't know. It was bothering me, so I'm just gonna do it. I can also get rid of that. Let's remove all this stuff. We sadly gonna have a bunch of potatoes just getting wasted, but it's not the end of the world. Let's keep moving this. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this. Remove this, this and this. I'm gonna move this just to over here, and then move this as well. I'm gonna put some of these bad boys down. Put it right there. I guess we'll leave the potato machine right here. The potato bread machine, sorry. And then move this all crate. And now we will reroute all of our potatoes over to this side. So let's get to doing that. Okay, we need no, wrong one. We need a left turn. Bring this straight down. I think right there. Yep, that's it. Let's see if this is gonna be flush. Nope. We're missing 2 singles. And then we can put this down. We do actually undo that. We need to put these bad boys back down. Duh. And then there should be enough room for everything we need. Yeah, there is. And then sour cream. And then I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. What about this? Am I missing something? Oh, duh. Did I buy this? Before the garlic. Oh, you had to put them back here. That's why I never bought them, duh. I guess I could buy them, but I'd have to adjust this whole little setup, so that would not really work well. Sour cream potatoes worth less than 5 million. I might buy this just to have it. Where is that? It should be like pocket change as well. Yeah, 250 million, nothing. It is another machine I'm going to have to supply, but it's not the end of the world. I have plenty of other machines that I have to supply as well. Oh, no, undid it. Oops, okay. Okay, I wasn't close enough. What the heck? I guess close to around 300. I think is the correct amount. Yeah, close enough. I need to buy some cheese. Shredded cheese. Let's buy, 400 of this for a nice 40 million, and now we're making potato bread again. My goal, like I said in last video, was just to buy a few more machines, and this is gonna be my last video, kind of no matter what. I think I should be able to get the amount of money I need though. If these things were worth a bit more than they are, I don't know why they're so cheap. I don't know what's happening. Am I missing something? I don't think I am. I just had the bacon dispensers, sour cream, and then yeah. I guess some of these potatoes just aren't worth as much as I wish, or they could be. Whatever. We're at 540 mil, or billion, sorry. The most expensive thing is 3 trillion. So potato bread in the value range of 15 to 25 billion. Interesting. I feel like this only makes it to where it's like all bread is worth 15 billion. So like you get like a straight value, but then you don't have any kind of chance at stuff being worth a lot more. Like you don't have the, because some of these pieces of bread are worth a lot, and so you kind of get rid of that chance. Like that was 44 billion, so that was worth almost 3 of what would come out of the oat cutter. This thing would be nice to get though. It's a 10 billion range. I don't know how much my potato bread falls into that range to where how useful this thing would be. It's quite expensive too. What is this? If less than 10 billion is times 2. If over, it's set to the 10 billion. Yeah, I'd rather just not deal with that. I wonder how much are these conveyors? Oh wow, these things are expensive. So I want to buy one of these and see if I could even set it up. One of these pepper flake sprinklers, sorry. Oh, it's pretty short actually. That's nice. I think I could do it then. Yeah, I could do this. Wouldn't be the easiest thing, but I could do it. And the way I would do it is actually trying to think if there's a way that I could like where are the ramps at? Where are the ramps? Is it right here? Yep, it is. It's like a dumb idea, but I doubt this is gonna work. I doubt it's gonna output onto here and go straight over here. Yeah, it doesn't. You just get stuck back there. Okay, never mind. Aw, because I'm trying to make a conveyor that's shorter than this one. Oh, actually I did. Okay. Because I'm trying to save some space. Okay, that works. That works. Let's actually wait for potato to go through to see if it works properly, but it should. I think it should. Oh. It does. Let's go. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna move this bad boy down here. I'm thinking. Because some of these conveyors don't really even have walls anyways. Just wonder how that would work. Like if I... Let's see. I'm like contemplating how I want to do this. You know what? I decided already. Actually, I didn't decide, I lied. I love how I'm trying to do this stuff even though it's like I'm way past this kind of stage. Oh, I missed the timing, dang it. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna happen. That's gonna be in the usual spot. I'm gonna put this down here. We're going to move this. We are going to move these down. Move these down as well. Move this back over. Move this, and now we have the space necessary to place this bad boy down. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna place that right there, and that there. And I really don't know if there's, a point in me doing this, but it's whatever at this point. all into there. I think that's how it works, right? These pepper flakes that you deposit into the pepper flake sprinklers, you add some great kick. Actually, what I could have done and should do. Let me get out of the way. You cancel that. There we go. Perfecto, kind of. I'll save a lot of money. Nice to see that. I guess I'll buy 3 more of these and get them set up. Cause why not? I want a perfect factory, or as perfect as I can get it. Let's just do kind of all of the same stuff at once. We put all the ramps down. Oh, none. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4. So I need 12 more. I love just being able to buy a crap ton of stuff like this and literally not caring about how much it costs. Or not having to care about how much it costs. There we go. I think there's enough space in between all those. There we go. And then just move this stuff forward. And just sadly another thing that I'm gonna have to, keep supplying. Granted, it's literally just for this one more episode, sadly. But gotta get off this conveyor. There we go. 2 more machines moved. A few conveyors. I guess I remove this combiner or splitter, I meant. Alright, and now let's place our little sprinklers back down. Granted, they're useless right now because there's nothing in them. But we will fix that very quickly. There we go. This should last us quite a while. These machines are all still doing well over here, still making plenty of money. And yeah, we have 420 baked bread and 2 potatoes. We don't have an excess of potatoes, sadly, but yeah, just because of how long the potatoes take to make. But we are making bank, so I might just call it at buying this, kind of. And I also want to, give my kind of final thoughts to this game at the end or after I buy this item. But let's see, yeah, this. The only thing I guess I would buy, I should buy this. I'll buy it. Why not? Let's see how much this helps. There we go. Well, 67. That's a lot. That does help a lot. It seems like, because I would say that could have just been happened to be a very expensive piece of potato bread, but it seems like it's kind of making all of them just really expensive. 119 billion. Wow, this crate was worth it, I'd say. Because even if the average was like 50 billion, you'd get this back very quickly. You get this back in not 12 iterations, but what, 24, I think. Let me see. 1.200 or 12,000, which is representing 1.2 million divided by 50 billion. Yeah, divided by 50. Just need 24 pieces of bread to pay back. And then some of them are worth more, some of them are less, but I'd say an average of at least 50 billion, if not more. So that was definitely a worthy investment. I think though, I think it might have been Platinum. I'm trying to think who it is that has like a couple quadrillion dollars in this game. He was saying that it's like a flat multiplier of 3 or something like that. Like, I don't know how he found that out. I guess you could do testing with, set rate items like bread to see how much they sell for, but I think he said it's just a 3 times multiplier. But I'll take 3 times multiplier anytime, especially when it's only 1.2 trillion and we're kind of back to the amount of money we had before we bought it. So can't complain. But got this thing. This thing isn't really needed. It's pretty cheap as well. This thing can double value, but also can bring it down to 10 billion. And then this thing adds 50% to potato bread worth exactly 10 billion. And so, that's gonna make it 15 billion. And then if you throw it in here, it makes every single piece of bread you get, or technically 45 billion. But then you can also throw it through this, and that's gonna add plus 20%, so it's gonna be 1.2 times. And so let me think, 15 times 1.2 or times 0.2 is gonna be make it 18 billion. And then it'll triple it, so that'll be 18 times 2 is 36, 18, or add another 18, you get 54, so 54 billion. But I'd rather just be at a random amount, kind of. Like some of these, worth 54 billion, they're also sometimes worth more, sometimes worth less, and I don't know, I don't mind that. But it looks like we do have enough to buy it. Let's just buy it. Granted though, like I said, most of the things we're getting now are worth more than it, so I don't really think this thing is worth it, but there we go. We bought the most expensive item in the game. Why not? Let's just put it down anyways. We don't need to. That is a very wide machine, wow. There we go. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help much. But I'm trying to think the math of it. So you're adding 20% to 15 billion, a fifth of 15 is 3, so that'll make 18 billion, and if it's 25, a fifth of that is 5, and so it'd be 30 billion. So if I get bread worth around 30 billion, or 30 billion, or somewhere between 18 and 30 billion, that means this machine worked on it. But if it's worth more or worth less, it didn't work on it. And that one, that was 71 billion, definitely didn't count or work, so yeah. But as far as my final thoughts, I talked about in my Q&A video that Factory Simulator is my favorite simulator. That doesn't mean it's the best simulator though. It's just my favorite for the reason that it kind of got me started on YouTube for now, and you'll like it a lot. When I post, that's like my most popular thing. People want to see that. That's why I like it so much. But this game I feel like is built better. It doesn't take as long, which in some people's eyes makes it better. Some people say it makes it worse because player retention isn't as long. You don't have to spend as much time in the game to finish it. Like this is only 10 episodes, and there was to me 0 AFK. It was completely I waited around a few minutes each episode, but it was all within like the 20-minute time that each episode is. Like there wasn't any extra AFKing for hours on end and having to time lapse it or just speed it up for y'all to see that I was in here, wasn't spending money. Another thing that I've talked about is the fact that these bread droppers are just better versions of machines. They're not brand new machines that just break the game, unless this is the only one that is that way. But like this one's just a better oven. It has double the power. This one is triple the power. And then these higher tiers don't even have things like that. So really, yeah, there's not any passes either that I think. Yeah. So they weren't super greedy with how they made it, and I love that. And so, like I said, Factory Simulator is my favorite simulator, but it doesn't mean it's the best simulator. This is the best simulator I've played so far. The progress, the variation, everything, I loved it. Factory Simulator, every single tier is, the same thing below it, but just with different materials and more machines, but you still use the same base machines. This is been completely different every single tier. The first tier, you have spicers, you have wheat injectors, you have the oven, you have like cleaners and rust removers and all that stuff. And then second tier, I don't have the buildings, but you start making PB&J sandwiches and then ham and cheese sandwiches, and then you toothpick them, and then you make them into double sandwiches, and then you sharpen the toothpicks, and that's tier 2. Tier 3 is you add potatoes into the mix. You are just making baked potatoes at first. You add garlic, bacon, sour cream, cheese, and pepper flakes as well. And then you move on to chips. So you take those same potatoes, you take a baked potato, which isn't really realistic, and turn it into a chip. And so, you add salt and you fry it, then you crisp the chips, you add, you know, powders and flavors to the chips. And then the final one is you combine the two lines. You have to kind of backtrack, sadly, for both of these. You kind of just use the base of these. You don't use the chips or the sandwich, but then you get a product that's even more, or worth even more. And, you know, they obviously kind of didn't probably try as hard for this tier because there wasn't as much stuff to do, but, you know, still, even with that, like, little bit of kind of just, I don't know what to call it, just skipping out on the final tier, you know, probably busy with something else. They didn't want to, you know, finish it. So even with that, like I said, I still think this is the best simulator I've played. And if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. I just realized I have 0 potatoes in my machines. I'm not ever going to play this game again probably after this, unless they, you know, for some reason update it again. Maybe in the future, if I have enough subs, I could, you know, use some influence to get it updated again, or, you know, help them out with updating it, you know, give some pointers. One thing that I like to see is the next tier, since this 5th tier use pretty much just bread and potato, and you ignore the sandwich and chips, the next tier combines sandwich and chips to where, like, the final product is like, you know, a combo of sandwich and chips. Like when you go to like a place like Jason's Deli or any deli, you know, you get sandwich and a chip. So like have like a basket dispenser that puts like the 2 items in a basket together that, you know, adds their value together, multiplies their value together. You know, wrap it up, ship it out, like box it, stuff like that. Like machines to like kind of, you know, ship it out. Granted, that would kind of hint that that's the final tier as well, because, you know, you're shipping out the product and stuff, but I don't know. I think like it's a good idea, and I doubt the developer's gonna watch this, but, you know, maybe in the future it could happen. And, you know, people are still hopeful that Food Empire 2 is still being developed, and I hope it is too, or as well. Kind of no pun intended. But I hope the second one is, you know, just as good or even better than this one, because I think it has potential, especially just because, I don't know, it's been a while since this game came out, and, you know, there's plenty of examples for them to work off of other simulators. So yeah, that's my final thoughts though. And yeah, if you have anything else you want to add, you know, add it down in the comments on the YouTube video, or if you're in the Discord, you know, you can add me in there, or you can join me in the Discord if you're not in there and add me. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video in this series, but I'll catch y'all next time, so peace out.